play it. 3. Hey you
What's
guys,
up?
TM Loves, and we're back with another video. And as y'all see by the title today,
it's not one of our regular videos, you guys. It's gonna be one of our raw and uncut ones because we're not editing this at all.
stop trying to act so serious. This is not that serious.
Girl,
the situation
so,
not that serious.
so.
But as y'all see by the title, y'all, we are going to be telling you guys the truth of what happened on the boat. And I feel like we owe this to our supporters. So we're going to tell you guys the truth and nothing but the truth, because I feel like it's been blown out of proportion. Because at first, we wasn't going to say anything. Y'all probably like, why it took so long? We took so long because our first resort is not to go to the internet. Our first resort is to go to the people that was actually involved in the incident and ask them what happened. But we asked, it didn't go like that. So that's why we're here now. And we're going to tell y'all the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay? All right, so let's start from the beginning, y'all. This part, y'all had not heard hit the internet, because this was not included in none of people's stories and none of the streams. So we're gonna tell y'all this part. Boom. So we all got invited. Everybody that was there got invited. Well, let me not say everybody. Mostly everybody on that yacht is staying in the Airbnb and got invited to Jess' birthday, right? Mm-hmm. We had 2 plus 1s. 1 plus 1 was staying with us in the B&B, and she was confirmed by Jess. And the other one was staying in his own place, and he was confirmed by Jess as well. So we all pitched in to stay in the B&B together. Let's get that straight, okay? That's for one. Then it was the day of the yacht, right? The day of the yacht, and everybody was getting ready. She told everybody to be ready by 6:30, and literally says it in the group chat. And I feel like there's no need to show it, because that's what it says. So like, what do we have to lie for? It says 6:30, right? So it said 6:30 to get ready. I went up there. Nobody was ready at 6:30. I went up there. And people were still, gathering their stuff. Everybody had their swimsuit on. And I was just going up there to make sure, where are we at in the getting ready process. So I was like, okay, boom. Nobody's walking out the door yet. So I just went back downstairs because we were all getting ready. Where our room was, it was in, the basement part of the house. And it was, deep down there. So we had our music blasting, not hearing anything. And everybody, I think, was already upstairs. Just upstairs, vibing or whatever. I don't know what they was doing. But I soon heard the house just get very quiet. So then I went back upstairs and I didn't see nobody in there. So I was like, I know we did not get left. I know dang well we did not get left. So I called Jess and I was like, hey girl, I was like, where are y'all? And she was like, we're on the way. Y'all not in the other car? I was like, no, we're not in the other car. Like, what do you mean? She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you guys were riding in the other car. Please don't be mad at me. It was on an accident. It was not intentional. Da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, how did you guys think we were in the other car if we were not upstairs with y'all? She was like, I thought you guys walked out before me. And I guess she thought I never went back downstairs when I went back upstairs that first time. She thought that I was already walked out because I didn't know they were getting ready. She probably already made that announcement when I went upstairs, but I didn't know. Nobody heard that. We didn't hear that. I thought they were still getting ready. So she probably thought I already walked out and got in the other car before everybody else walked out. So that's what she said. Mm-hmm. So boom, I hung up the phone and I felt played. I was like, I don't even want to go no more. I was already in that setting. I went downstairs and I told them that we got left.
How I really wish you would have kept that instinct.
We should have kept the instinct, y'all. But we was like, let's just see it through. She didn't do it on purpose. Because her best friend called us back after I hung up the phone on Jess. And she was like, y'all know that we didn't do that on purpose. Come on now, y'all know we didn't play like that. And she was the one we really knew more so outside of the trip. So, I believed her and yada, yada, yada. So we ended up still going. We called an Uber to go. And 5 minutes away from the yacht place, her best friend calls. And she was like, they're saying that it's 13 people to a yacht. We're trying to figure it out now. So I was like, do we still need to come? She was like, no, still come. We're going to figure it out. I said, okay, bet. So we pulled up. Everybody was trying to figure it out. And I guess we weren't there when they were trying to sort who was going to pay for what. Because I guess that's when they figured out they need to get another boat. So they said it was $1,500 for a boat. And I think that's when all the, some of the females were asking the dudes, to pitch in, all get a boat. Because they're dudes, they need to pitch in to get a boat, right? And I guess they're saying most of the dudes didn't want to pitch in. And some of the dudes, the dude that we were with, I guess he was saying how much it was. But I guess that's when they said Prime was already going to take care of it. So I guess we wasn't even in the room. They were like, Brooklyn said she's going to offer to pay for it. Keyword offered. She did not pay for it, you guys. And if y'all want to hear proof, here's the recording. I just seen, like, she probably didn't say it, but the internet is running with it. I'm trying to tell y'all that's a false narrative, so let's just clear things up. So we're gonna clear it up with a video because we have all receipts.
Did you? Right, you paid for the boat, right?
I paid for it.
Exactly. You paid for the whole boat, right?
Yeah.
Nobody pitched it, right?
No.
And it's crazy because nobody wants to speak up on our behalf.
Literally,
that was
that's
there.
crazy.
So, you know, we want to get the receipts since nobody wants to speak up.
Right? I just feel like, you know, at the end of this trip, you know who are your friends, you know who's not your friends. At the end of the day, you live and you learn.
Literally.
I feel like it was a mistake to even go in the first place because it was just...
We literally was just trying to try something new because we never hang out with influencers. We always just do our own thing. And that really proved why we don't hang out with influencers. And another reason why I feel like it was like still chaotic because she mixed friend groups that doesn't know each other, and plus it was a big group. You know, when a big group of people go out of town, it's always something. But I feel like most of that stuff stays private, but no, it didn't stay private because somebody wants to stream the whole thing.
Okay, and also with that, it's just like let's just fast forward to a part that everybody's seen that went viral.
Right. So
we were sitting on the boat, and Brooklyn comes up to us and with our group there, and she was saying,
she said somebody needs to go on the boat. Let's stop right there. Red flag 1. You came up there with your streaming this. This is not something that should be on the stream. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna fix the problem. Why are you even streaming that in the first place? That's basically making your friend look bad, like she don't have her plans together. You shouldn't even stream that in the first place. And y'all saying, well, she streams her life. Yes, she streams her life, but sometimes she will go on mute. She mutes stuff. She didn't think that was the time to mute when we were trying to figure out how to pay for things and try to figure out financial stuff. Like, that was the time to mute.
Yeah, I can't keep speaking on Brooklyn's behalf. She didn't mean to do this. She didn't mean to do that. Like, it's... For one, I think it's common sense. Y'all can't just always be on her side with everything.
Y'all gotta come to y'all senses at one point. Come on now. So
after when you was sitting there, she asked, somebody gotta go on the other boat, and then we were all just looking.
Like, who's gonna go? Like,
yeah.
She said somebody as in one person. She's talking to a group of 4. One person gotta go. That's what she's saying, one person.
My thing is...
Immediately, we over here like, what do you mean one person? It's 2. We're 2. We come as in 2. One person looks like this, right? 2 people look like this, right? So then after she said somebody needs to go on the boat, she pointed at Nice plus 1 talking about who you with. You see this gesture right here? You don't point at nobody and talking about who you with.
Right then in the moment, you weren't thinking about, oh, she said it respectfully. No, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't think she meant it disrespectfully, but that's how it came off. Because for one, we don't really know her like that. We don't know her personality like that. So we don't know that's just how she is. Because some people's like, that's just how she is. But why we know that? We don't know her like that. And I feel like anybody else that don't know her like that would take it like that, you know? So she pointed at her plus 1 talking about some who you with. You could see me coming from the side of the boat talking about what do you mean who he with, right? So then that's when she pointed to Naya, was like, do you want to go on the boat? And Naya was like, I don't want to leave my sister.
It's like, dang, like why? I mean, I said she asked other people, but it's just like, why
she didn't single them out. She didn't single them out. She asked other people, but she didn't single them out.
And if we came for Jess' birthday, why would we want to leave the boat and go on a boat full of men we don't know?
And why would we want to listen to you if you didn't pay for the boat? Or I feel like, and it wasn't your birthday too. I feel like the birthday girl should have spoke up and said something. That's what I feel like. And that's point blank period. We would have never been in that predicament if she would have said something, you know? So she said that, then she said, do y'all both want to go on the boat? And we were like, no, we don't want to go on the boat. And then that's when it was like, ask somebody else to go on the boat because we don't want to go, right? Because we obviously don't want to go.
Answering her question. We answered her question. Y'all said that we gave attitude, but it's just like, why would you? It still was not the right time to moment for that. Y'all already left us, and then y'all telling us to go to another boat.
Right, that's rude.
I don't care. That's rude.
And then you're telling me to go on the boat with somebody I completely don't mess with, and I told you this off cameras. It just feels like you're trying to be funny. Like the whole situation, I took it as you're trying to be funny. You have the camera, you're recording all of this. Like that's just, you know, it's just not the right time. It wasn't the right time for that or the place to do that, you know?
Yeah. And now let's address the other comments that were made after that it happened. So.
Before that, still on the boat situation, our voice is not the only one that said find somebody else to go on the boat. It was somebody else's voice, and I really trying to think who it was because it didn't sound like our friend that was with us. It didn't sound like none of our friends that was with us. It sounded like it was somebody else, and the only people that was right there was us and then her friend that was with her. So I'm trying to figure out who. I don't know. I really don't even know who said it, but that was not none of our voices. So y'all trying to make it seem like the twins is the only one that said no.
Why y'all not addressing the other?
Why y'all not addressing the other people that was there? I mean, y'all probably couldn't see their face. That's probably why. But we were not the only ones that said something. Okay, so I had to say that.
Okay, so now addressing what happened after. So what happened after, Brooklyn went back downstairs and I guess to tell everybody what happened. And then I'm just going to skip past the part where Bree said she has to come and be the B of the group. When she came, you guys, I'm telling y'all,
she was the most respectful.
She was polite.
Her approach was different than Brooklyn. She came up there because even before that, they heard us discussing. It was like, why have one girl go on a boat with a whole bunch of dudes where it could be 4 girls and 4 boys? Because they wanted all the boys to go on one boat. So I'm saying, if one person, y'all talking about one of us can go, everybody that's with us is going to go to the boat.
Mind you, I'm gonna say it again, she only need one person. I don't know
and
why
she
came
is a one person. So why she just felt that she was entitled
why
to stay to the boat?
Exactly. Why can't we stay on the boat? Why do y'all feel y'all entitled to stay on the boat?
Exactly. That's my concern, right? So then she went over there and that's when she was telling everybody, and then that's where her cameraman was like, oh, twins have attitudes, this, that, and the third.
Like y'all don't know, like y'all didn't freaking just leave us.
And it's not really
That's
not besides even that. Of course we're gonna have attitudes. You came over here pointing at our guests. Then you came over here targeting just our group, asking who want to go over there. Who wouldn't feel some type of way?
And
then
y'all
know
talking
y'all
about
was in our shoes. Y'all would feel some type of way.
Y'all talking about she asked other people. We didn't see when she asked other people. We thought she was just targeting us. So for all y'all saying she asked other people, we wasn't watching her stream.
Right. The right thing she should have did would have been like she should have asked everybody, talking about, does anybody want to go to the other boat? She literally targeted our group, talking about somebody got to go to the other boat. Like what? So so that's when Bree came over there politely. She didn't come over there on, oh, I gotta be the B of the group or whatever she said. She came over there politely and was like, I understand because I would want to go over there with all my friends too if I came with them. I said, yeah, I know. That's what I was exactly just saying.
And then she was talking about whoever came late. Baby, y'all left us.
What do you mean whoever came late? Y'all left us. How was he supposed to run after the car? Like, what you wanted us to do? We supposed to magically appear in the car? Y'all left us. So that's why we came late.
But at the end of the day, this just proves to show us why we don't and will continue not doing stuff like this. You guys, most of y'all talking about, the twins don't be in this. That's because
you're right, and I'm glad y'all don't see us because we on a different path. Like we don't do everything that these influencers do. We're in school, we be around real people. We know how to react in real people situations, and not just over social media.
And at the end of the day, we want to experience life for what it is. I think that's why we go to school. That's why we do these things. And I'm not even trying to say, most of our stuff comes from brand deals. It doesn't even come from people just watching us, because I just feel like in this generation, you have to meet everybody's standards on what social media wants to see. And that's not what generally we want to do. We're not going to do stuff because y'all want to see it, and we don't want to do it. We're going to generally because we like it and we want y'all to like it.
Because mostly this is like just facts. Mostly what y'all want to see is drama, and we're just not going to feed into the drama. I'm sorry. Y'all either want to see drama or see us in relationships. Literally, that's what y'all want to see.
Everything from now on, anybody y'all going to see us with is generally our friend or whatever it is after that. It's generally what it's going to be from now on. Like I said, everybody's not your friend, and of course we learned that we're young, we make mistakes, and that was just one of the things that we made a mistake on, and we're going to admit that.
Which I wasn't going into that trip thinking that everybody was our friend. I knew that other people already knew other people more, like that was their friends, and that's why we brought our own. That's why we brought our own. Enjoy the trip, so we can enjoy the groups. Yeah, enjoy the trip still, and then also let's address where she went back while we were on the other boat. I guess they said Deshae was on the stream and he heard what happened. And he called her, and that's when she told him what happened. I don't even know if he heard what happened, but because they said she told him what happened. So basically, she's gonna tell how she views it, right? Well, she's not gonna tell everything.
Yeah. So Deshae called her.
They said Deshae called her. Yes, that's what they said. And he's talking about some F the twins. Like you really both for saying that.
Right back at you.
Right back at you.
Literally.
So, we don't care who's supposed to cry when you said that. Like we don't care. Like what do you mean F the twins? Like it wasn't F me when you was trying to talk to me in the club. Like let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. So boom, that happened, you guys. So then after that, we didn't find out none of this was going on. None of this was it was a problem on the stream. None of the shade saying F the twins until we got back home. Y'all notice how that's fishy, right? That's kind of crazy.
That's
how
crazy.
It wasn't posted while we were on the trip, because after that day, it was still one more day of the trip. And we all literally went out. We were standing right next to Brooklyn and her friends. And nobody knew there was no hidden animosity or it was an issue about that situation. I'm not thinking it's still an issue. I'm thinking when we got back on the boat after the boats connected, everybody already been clicky, so we're not thinking nothing of it, right?
Right, and I have a comment. So if you guys see what they did when the trip was over and how we didn't know about that, then what makes y'all think they wasn't acting like that before? they fake kicked it with us after the event and after all of this happened, after Deshae said what he said, they kicked it with us. So it makes y'all think that they didn't have that same energy before. So y'all talking about, oh, we just had attitudes and this and that. The energy was giving the whole time. It was giving the whole time. And you know what's crazy? When we first got to Atlanta, right? I texted Brooklyn like maybe a few days before and said, hey, you know, we're arriving at this time. Do anybody want to get I didn't say they wanted to get a hotel, but I was going to say that, but she never texted me back. So when a surprise, we seen her on the flight, the same flight as us. She was like, you know, guys, what we're doing after this stuff. I said, girl, I tried to text you. And she was like, really? She thought I had one of her own numbers, but it was her new number. That's red flag number 1. I've been texting you. And then after that, we got to the airport. Nobody had nowhere to go. You know who solved it? The TM twins.
The TM twins.
If we were really had secret animosity towards her, she would have never got brought along with us to our friend's house to stay for like a couple for like 5 hours.
Yeah, because y'all, we got there early, and
we got there.
Check-in time wasn't until 4.
Exactly. We didn't have nothing against
nobody.
nobody. So for everybody saying that we have something against her, we don't have nothing against her. We still don't have nothing against her. It's just, unfortunately, that situation happened. So
yeah, everything was cool up to the yacht day. Literally, everything was cool. I feel like people were still kind of being cliquey, but everything was still cool. Like, it wasn't no weird vibes. We wasn't peeping no weird vibes. And you guys, like, we were not the only ones that was noticing this. People that's not a part of the influence group that was also there also noticed the energy and noticed how people were acting stuck up, acting like they couldn't talk to people, couldn't do certain things. We was never raised like that. We was never raised to be like, it don't matter how far we're in our career, how much money we have, we're never raised to be stuck up. We always stay humble. And that's a lot of people notice that about us, you know? So yeah, that's just crazy how all this just surfaced after. I'm still stuck on that. Like, how did all of this surface after? Like, we didn't know nothing about this until we got back home. That's the crazy thing.
It's crazy. I'm still keep saying it. Nobody spoke up for us.
Nobody said anything. And first of all, some people that were there didn't even know the situation was going on. So that doesn't have nothing to do with them. I'm talking about the people that knew what was going on. Nobody let us know. Nobody came and put us aside. Brooklyn didn't come pull us aside and try to act, and try to talk things out like a grown woman should, like adults should, because at the end of the day, you chose to clip it and put it on YouTube and take it to social media before you even asked us and talked about it, So,
and I just feel like those intentions was just always there. Like, it wasn't like no talk about it situation. It just went straight to the media. When we directly texted her before she dropped the YouTube,
that gave that she already had a plan to put it on YouTube. That's what it gave.
And no, we're not gonna come in here directly. That's not what we do. We don't come. We don't like drama. That's not our intention. The first, we're gonna go to the YouTube. See whose side they're gonna believe. No, that's not our intention. So for y'all saying that this video is late, it wasn't for y'all. It wasn't for that moment anyway.
That's what y'all wanted to see.
Exactly.
That's
it
what y'all
wasn't
wanted
for
to
that.
see.
Like, we didn't want to
give y'all
feed into the drama. Like we said, we're not even on that side of the internet. We're on a different side of the internet. We have a different plan from others.
We have different people looking at us. We have brands that can't just do anything, put out anything on social media. You right? So we're not gonna feed into the drama like how y'all want us to. We're not gonna do that. The only reason, like I said, why we made this video because it was again blown out of proportion, and we felt like we owe it to our supporters.
And I feel like people was playing on our name, putting a false narrative on it.
Yeah,
so this was the only reason why we cleared this up. But like I said, I love my life. Baby, I'm living.
I've been having a blast, y'all. This whole summer we've been traveling, having a good time, trips after trips. We've just been enjoying life. Y'all, we going into our junior year of college. We don't got time to play around. We gotta live life to the fullest because after college, boom, comes the real world. Even though we're already living in the real world, but it's the real world. No more school. So you know what? And we gonna enjoy life. We're not gonna care about none of this negativity. We just feel like we have to clear things up. Like I said again, for our supporters. And yeah, we love you guys. We love you guys. Y'all be safe, be blessed out there. Y'all have fun with life. Don't take things too seriously because it's never that deep. And we'll see y'all later. TM out.